Hi yogis, welcome to Land and Heart Yoga Teacher Training Module 1. My name is Kate. Thank you for joining me. This introductory unit is all about what yoga is there a goal of yoga, how do you do yoga, and why bother teaching it? So what is yoga? Yoga is a step-by-step process to understand yourself in relation to the universe. And this is a pretty broad definition of the practice. Think about it as understanding yourself in relation to the big picture. Understanding of yourself in relation to the land that you occupy and the people that you interact with. So in other words, yoga is a step-by-step process, a step-by-step path to understand yourself in relation to the big picture. For example, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali are a handy way to represent the nuance of yoga. There are 200 Yoga Sutras. Patanjali was a sage, and his students recorded these threads, these phrases to represent the nuance of yoga, and these became the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, and they're a guideline for how to practice yoga. So yoga teacher training is a tangible way to understand yoga for yourself. The sutras are a tangible way to describe the mind, instruct how to harness restlessness, and understand yourself in the present moment. And those are the qualities of the yoga practice. So you're learning how to harness restlessness, how to harness the monkey mind, how to harness the hamster wheel that's constantly running through your mind. Yoga is a multi-step process towards acute self-awareness. We achieve this self-realization through the steps of yoga, and that's what we're going to practice together in this yoga teacher training program. We're going to practice the breathing techniques, the physical exercises, the chanting, community service, and the meditation. And those steps are the process of yoga. That's what yoga is. It's a process, it's a multi-step path towards acute self-awareness. So is there a goal of yoga? Yes, happiness from within. And the more you practice yoga, the more you discover that you do embody happiness in all your day-to-day interactions. You start to realize that all of the external components of your life, your jobs, experiences, relationships, possessions, your physical appearance, all of that stuff is fleeting, and it comes in and out of your life. As you practice yoga and discover happiness from within, you realize that the absence or the presence of any of those external forces doesn't affect your fundamental happiness. And you start to learn through those techniques, you start to learn that moments will flow in and out of your life. Yoga is all about understanding that the moments, the jobs, the experiences, the relationships, the possessions, that they're all impermanent. So moments of euphoria, things like planting a garden, falling in love, getting a new job, these are impermanent sources of joy, and moments of sorrow, such as losing a friend or being the victim of a crime or being laid off at work, these are moments, impermanent moments of sorrow. And you discover that you're able to ride these ups and downs of life and still emanate happiness from within. So it's really important to make the distinction. When I say happiness from within, I don't mean this vapid enthusiasm for everything that happens in life. It's you don't have to be 100% stoked all the time. You don't have to punctuate your life with exclamation marks all day. It's more this sort of smooth feeling of equanimity and this smooth appreciation of the good and the bad, and this innate understanding that happiness, joy, it comes from your appreciation of the present moment. So that's yoga. It's equal acceptance of euphoria and sorrow. That's how you do yoga. You do the techniques, you learn to appreciate the present moment. And so why teach? Land and Heart Yoga Teacher Training is all about interpreting the practice for yourself. And then once we've interpreted the techniques that you are drawn to the most, we'll collaborate and discuss and create a vocabulary to describe the practice to other people. There's no wrong reasons to do yoga. There's no wrong way to do yoga. You'll discover that your reasons are different from mine and different from your prospective students, but nobody is doing it wrong. So with the Land and Heart Yoga template, you will practice the breathing, the moving, the meditation, the chanting, the mantra, the community service. You'll practice all of these elements as the techniques to guide the practice and you will discover vocabulary to describe it and encourage your future students to understand their version of yoga. So welcome to the program. I'm so glad you're here. Your first assignment is to write down 3 reasons for teaching yoga. Just use your intuition. It doesn't matter what the 3 reasons are. Write down the first 3 things that come to mind, and you'll refer back to this throughout the program, and you'll refer back to it in the years and decades that you teach and share yoga after this program has ended. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to spend the next 200 hours discussing and learning and practicing yoga together. I'll talk to you soon, yogis.